A man riding a white horse suddenly appeared at a busy intersection. The passers-by were attracted by this strange sight. A female police officer saw this man breaking traffic rules and became angry, preparing to chase him and handle the situation. The man arrived at the square, looking around at the modern world with curiosity. This man was named John, and he was a king from a parallel world. He had seen someone who looked like his childhood savior, and while riding his horse to chase after them, he accidentally traveled into this world. The female officer came chasing after him. John turned to look at her and froze instantly, because this woman looked exactly like the person who had saved him back then. The female officer scolded John for violating traffic rules and demanded that he immediately dismount. John gracefully got off the horse and walked toward her step by step. He picked up her badge to verify her identity. The female officer looked at him with confusion. Suddenly, John pulled her into his arms. The female officer broke free and asked if he was being inappropriate. John said this was just his way of greeting and introduced himself. But how could the female officer believe such an absurd thing as a parallel world? Eventually, citing traffic violations and assaulting an on-duty officer, John was taken to the police station. Even his white horse was taken away. At the station, the female officer asked for his name. John said that even if he told her, she could not directly call him by name, because without identification, the only way to verify identity was through fingerprints. Being from another world, of course no information could be found. Thus, a king was locked in a cell. He demanded a chair or a cushion, saying he was an emperor and could not sit on the floor. But the female officer ignored him completely. Then John saw a familiar figure. The person looked exactly like his chief guard. John called him Charles, but the man said he didn't know him. John realized that this was not his guard. Later, someone was going to examine John. John threatened that their head might not be safe, saying that continuing to boss him around like this could be fatal. Since no information could be found about John, he was eventually released. John asked the female officer to find him a hotel to stay in. The female officer said that nearby hotels were all 5-star, and asked if he had money. John twisted a button off his clothes and said, "This is a diamond." The female officer said, "If that's a diamond, then I'm your wife." Then they went to a jewelry store for appraisal.